Hi there, and welcome back to another mental health segment. My name is Christine Mwangi. I'm a counseling psychologist from All Smiles Therapy Center. And today we're going to be talking about young adults. Now, we're talking about the young adults who are between the age of 18 and 25 to 29. Now, these are emerging adults, meaning that they are coming from being an adolescent into emerging to be a full adult. So, what do we expect during this stage of being young adults? The first and foremost is they are concentrating about their identity. This is where they start to explore their identity. And this includes their career, what kind of a career they want to build. Most of them are doing their first degree, either in a career that was chosen for them or something that they chose. And some of them will also move on to do probably a second degree with something that they love. They're trying to explore whether they are more artistic and creative, or is it in the science field. This is where they're trying to figure out which part of career they would like most. This is also a part where they are exploring about their love issues. They are getting into more serious and more stable relationships. This is where they're looking at the future. They're looking at stability in their relationships. They're looking about someone that they can spend the rest of their life with, and they're making promises to each other. And so this is an important place where we need to guide them and just support and encourage them in their faith. The other thing that they're looking at is instability rather, because this is where some of them are moving away from home to go and live alone. So they are looking to can they be able to live alone, and how can that be? This is also somewhere where they are major heartbreaks happen when they're moving from one relationship to another, when they're trying to get the person that fits them well. This is also some time when they're changing work and probably in their first job, and then they feel like it's not comfortable, it's not working, and they're looking for another job. Some of them are looking to venture in other countries and or other nations and do different things. The other thing is that they are actually moving away from adults, and this is where you find that they are concentrating more on themselves. Their focus becomes more on themselves. So, and we have had many parents who complain, my young adult doesn't have time for me anymore. They don't call as much as they used to. We don't have enough time with them. They don't want to engage in conversations. But it's good for us to understand that this is a part where they're really focusing on themselves because they need to find their purpose in life. So it's not that they don't want to talk to you, but their focus has shifted from you as a parent to being with them, and this is where they need a lot of understanding and support. So what are some of the support factors that we can help them? One, of course, is to adapt to expectations. When we're bringing them up, of course, we want them to be in a certain way. Like I would want my daughter, my son to be like this and the other, but you'll find that they may deviate from that path that you're thinking they should go to, and it's very okay to just be open-minded, to allow them, support them, have conversations with them, and help them to explore more and find themselves. The other one is prioritizing open communication, of course, moving away from lectures to having very, mature conversations, using open-ended questions so that they can be able to talk more about how they're feeling, different issues and different perspectives. The other is probably just respecting and setting firm boundaries, especially if you're still living with them in your homes. Then you set boundaries about curfew times, which of course is a mutual agreement with them, and just helping them to be, responsible, like sharing the bills, giving them something that they can also be able to, take care of, what bill or what chores should they do, and making sure that the consequences for not following in are well put in place. Of course, this doesn't mean control, because if they're living with you, or even they're not living with you, and you try and control, then the more they move away from you. Remember, you're trying to create a more close relationship with them, a close connection, so that they can be able to come to you for any kind of guidance, or helping them to just explore this space that they are in. The other one, of course, is let them experience, and this includes moving away from fixing their problems, helping them to be able to realize that all their choices they make have consequences, allowing them to go through the consequences. Sometimes they're hard, but just allow them to learn through their experiences, so that they can be, more resilient, and then they'll be more independent, and they will know how to do things on their own. So if you have a young adult and you probably feel that they need to talk about things and they're not talking with you, I would like you to invite them to come for therapy, so that we can sit down and try and explore through this very important stage in their life together with them. Thank you.